hero that can rotate early on. Also another hero that when paired up with...
Begins.
Yeah, the bragging rights. Yeah, the title of best NA team this tournament.
1v2 is going to be accompanied by Tomato, but Yamsen is here. That's a 3 versus 1. Whitemon likely will get first blood as the blood grenade is there as well. A couple more right clicks will suffice, and Yamsen for Nouns with NA.
And I think it's kind of telling in a way, because if you look at the, I want to say if you look at the NA region in general over the last year, I would say this is the...
It looks like Bryle's going to be able to get a nice juicy regen, but he's going to take a magnetize for his efforts. The level advantage you can see is going to Gunnar thanks to those denies. TP from Whitemon is here. It's a 1 versus 2. Turning around onto Gunnar. Looks like it's their kill for the taking.
The build right now, and in a game like this, you always look at, okay, how important is the mana burn? It's amazing against specific heroes in this game.
Oh, nice dead shot. Another silence.
Oh, he got 6.
Calling. Moo hit 6. There is the primal split. Can they find anyone? Looks like Whitemon might take the stun here, as Lelis is there as well to try to finish him off. Looks like that'll be an easy cleanup, but can they get Ari as well as Yamsen trying to keep him in place? As Moo gets the Thunderclap onto absolutely nothing, but Ari still falls in the end. Too much damage over time, but Bryle coming in with his Rolling Thunder, trying to connect on the Moo, but a nice sidestep is there. Might have to focus onto position 5 Nature's Prophet instead, but Lelis is there waiting, gets up the instant Ancient Seal, and now Moo in the vicinity. The Thunderclap ready to go very shortly. Whitemon and Tomato there are here in numbers as TSM look like they kind of want to fight, but so do Nouns as Whitemon taking the brunt of the damage from that Magnetize from Gunnar. I know you're not a huge fan, but I actually love this one.
We have different tastes.
Yeah, that is true. Moo.
That's what Dota's all about.
He was initially slow, but he's going to use his primal split. And Whitemon might be the main one to go down here, but they get the lift on the Tomato. Gunnar's there as well, not able to connect on the rolling boulder though, as Bryle coming in as well. Looks like Yamsen might be dead, but a nice lift at the last moment onto the Pangolier. They will take out the Luna. So it's a 2 for 1. All they've lost is the support in the Nature's Prophet. Gunnar continuing on. The Magnetize just continuing over and over. Double kill for Gunnar. But now Kasane has shown up to play. Level 9, trying to block out Gunnar, but gets a baby roll off. Continuing with these Quill Sprays. Gets off to the other side, into the high ground. The Quill Sprays are in range though, as Kasane secures a double kill. So a lot of deaths on both Ancients, but there's a smoke from TSM. Rolling Thunder from Bryle. They know that K1's in the area, gets silenced, and the Rolling Thunder should be enough with the right click.
Oh, and they stole the stack.
There's hairball action from Kasane, so he bought the shard the old-fashioned way. There's the dead shot, canceling the TP.
That's why I immediately said something. All right, here we go mid.
Oh boy, the Mystic Flare not really going to connect, but they might still have enough damage. Indeed they do. Down goes Bryle, and Gunnar with that haste rune will likely be able to just walk. And he's going to use Song, which I believe
he can't TP out though, because dead shot could connect on him at any point. It will run away though. Tomato will kill Yamsen side of the map.
Yamsen does die, but is this going to be a turnaround? And it looks like it is, as Tomato gets killed on the instead. It's going to be the Luna.
Okay, Gunnar.
Hold on by Gunnar, gets off the Magnetize with that blade. Now doing so much damage. Now you kind of wish you had that Aegis onto the Luna. He's dead. And now you can see the Bristleback inside the calling, but Bryle's going to be chased right now with the primal split up, but there's the overgrowth. Nice dispel coming out from Moo, instantly getting rid of that. And now Whitemon completely surrounded. Kasane really low, but again, he has the Aegis, so that's life number 1. The roll in with the Mystic Flare, it's enough to take out Ari despite using that ult. Not going to help you too much. And can they kill the big bad Bristleback with that Bloodstone? Completely surrounded now. Pops it. Yeah, that's the wrong direction, my friend. A huge...
Nowhere.
Lelis would tank the gank here. Would be nice for Nouns' perspective at least. It looks like that's going to be... At the very least, that's going to happen here. Easy pickoff, and you can see terrible. And Bryle is trying to get the stun lock onto Moo. The Eclipse to follow. Do they have the burst? They do. He does have buyback, though. Obviously not able to get that primal split up. That is a very big kill for TSM. The BKB already popped by Tomatoes. K1 going on to the Bristleback, and there's the buyback onto Moo.
Nice connection from Gunnar.
Really deep onto Tomato with the calling coming through as well, but Gunnar's going to roll on out for the time being. Looks like Nouns want to kind of reset and wait for their Brewmaster to catch up. The TSM now on the run as Bryle might be caught out. Thunderclap is there, and there's the Mystic Flare to finish him off. So Nouns trade essentially a buyback.
Really good play call there from Gunnar. Even though the Brewmaster is dead, he identifies that Luna used the BKB in that kill.
Oh, Kasane, he's going to get kicked to the low ground. That is a Bristleback, so you have to be careful. Doing a lot of damage with that Quill Spray, but now he's surrounded. Has a Spirit Vessel applied, but he pops his Bloodstone. Now opting to go to the other side of the calling. as TSM getting pursued by K1. He is not afraid.
Oh, that's not a good forward step. He turned around.
Jump in onto the Treant inside the trees. As you can see, the Pango buying back into the game. It looks like the Treant Protector will die to start this fight. As K1 looking to maybe saw, but actually going to turn this around onto Tomato instead. That is a huge kill for Nouns. As K1 with an ensnare onto that Muerta, and that's another easy kill for Nouns as Kasane coming back into the fray. He's kind of left all alone, but Bryle has his Rolling Thunder up again, using that Blink Dagger to good effect to keep K1 on the back line, but there's the song to keep the Bristleback in place. And Bryle might just have to Rolling Thunder away as they leave their Bristleback to die. So Kasane drops a huge team fight win. Maybe going for a Radiance, I believe. As Whitemon getting gone on by the Brew. Not able to get his ult off quite yet. Continuing to get silenced. There's a lot of damage being applied to Moo. Is this going to be enough to actually take him out? Getting onto the other side and finally gets off his ult. And that is a lift onto the Brewmaster. As you can see, the kick in, Tomato in a lot of trouble. Surrounded, pops his BKB. Trying to focus now on the Brewlings. None of them will die quite yet. Uses the Eclipse finally. Most of the focus now onto Yamsen, who actually gets away. And now the Song of Siren from K1, holding everybody in place. Looks like the Treant Protector is going to be the first to fall as Tomato. Trying to focus down Moo again, who will somehow live the Sprout, just continuing to be a thorn in the side of TSM, who've already lost 2, including the likes of Bryle. Lots of close sprays being applied to the Naga Siren. Gunner getting the double kill for now. Rolling onto Tomato, lots of damage being applied. He's going to get the lockdown on him and likely will fall as well. A triple kill for Gunner as K1 doing his thing against the Bristle, just keeping him consistently rooted. I mean, this is a very frustrating game for Kasane. He can't do much because he is the last remaining member of TSM. He's going to get kicked as a stone form. Do they even have the damage at this point to deal with him? We'll see. Might just walk back to base the old-fashioned way. The K1, another kick back. Kasane,
I love
the Billings being taken by Moo in the meantime. Just keep the Bristleback away from his base. They'll be able to take out all their barracks as a result. Another roll in. Most annoying heroes to deal with if you're a Bristle. Can he get back to his base? They're just ignoring him. He's doing absolutely nothing. Moo has a Primal Foot available again, and now we'll focus down the second set of racks. Another lift up onto the Bristleback. Can you even play Dota this game? Kasane feels so bad for him. 2 sets of racks now will be secured for the signs of Nouns. And still no in the bot lane. And the gem is still there indeed. Kasane, even a point in talking about this right now. Okay, Yamsen making his presence known. They're actually doing quite a bit of damage this time. Whitemon in the vicinity. Bryle with the Rolling Thunder coming in as well. And Bristleback is living again. And now the song being used in more defensive measure than anything is Gunner popping his BKB as well as K1. Bryle. Rolling Thunder has now ended, trying to do as much damage to the Brewlings as he can, but they're still going to survive as Tomato trying to TP out. He will be able to get away with a sliver of HP, and guess what? Kasane's still very healthy, but no, they finally break him. Must be a silver Nouns.
Is that the biggest of this event?
Tomato. Is he going to turn into stone again? Gunner looking for the potential connection. Here he's going to get stunned to pop his BKB. Rolling Thunder not going to be doing too much as a result. Magnetize is there. Remember, this is undispellable now with that 25 talent as Moo continuing onto the tier 4 towers. There's the Mystic Flare. So much damage applied to Tomato, trying to stay alive. A nice overgrowth. This is enough to take out the Earth Spirit. Either way, he has the Aegis. Life number 1 down. Moo now focusing all his efforts onto that Luna. Will drop him, but that is just... Now that's actually be the buyback now as the Ancient is fully exposed. They can just right-click that to their heart's content as GG's will likely come out here any moment. Tomato getting extremely low. It's going to be a dieback for him. And they can't hold this any longer for TSM. So Nouns will take game number 1 in this best of 3, Cinderin.
Yep.
And what a display it was. Eventually they will hit that Ancient and the game will end, and there we go.
They were waiting for
him there, and they really missed the timings that they needed to hit. Bryle, he had to get that.
Phoenix in the end and worked out. Okay. We did call Phoenix for a really long time, since the first phase.
It was going to be as good as it has been. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this hero, and he has reasons. First of all, I think this mid matchup is not as good as the one in the previous game.
That's first blood for Whitemon.
This game is setting the fight. His role is going to be dying, it looks like.
The dead shot. Lelis resigned to his death, trying to do as much damage before he ultimately goes.
Tomato. He pulled Tomato in there.
Side the cogs. Another right click will be enough. So Moo gets a nice revenge.
I think Primal might be slightly favored, but...
Good blocks there with the PL illusions from K1, but now Ari has come with that dive and slowing K1 perpetually. Blood Grenade is there as well, and Ari will get credit for that kill. On their way bottom. Tomato, obviously the prize possession if they can get him. He's going to get slowed to start out. Is Gunner going for the rolling boulder? He's going to get a nice little damage proc onto Whitemon and Tomato, but you can see Bryle has made his way over as well. Pop that illusion room, going for the pulverize, and Lelis finally gets the cancellation thanks to that battery assault, but he's going to die inside his own cogs. But Bryle, this will be a very big kill for Nouns, and they'll take that trade any day if they can actually finish him off. Pops the uproar for the extra armor, but he does eventually drop to Gunner and that magnetize.
They are
Tomato very low. Blood grenade popped by Whitemon. Tomato apparently still wants to fight. That's because he sees an ancient apparition, which usually means a free kill. A beautiful kick from Gunner leads to 2 more deaths from TSM.
Because not only are they winning matchups that on paper are not favorable, but they pick cool stuff.
Lelis. Oh, he actually hook shots away, but Gunner wants to go in. He's going to take a primal roar for his efforts. AA Blast is coming in. He's going to clip 2. Disruption there for the time being, and you can see Primal Beast has made his way over. Nice grave onto Gunner. Can he stay alive for a longer period of time, though? They find the Shadow Demon to start, but there's the trample and the onslaught from Bryle to take their prize possession. And they're going to go for the Dazzle as well. So 2 core kills for TSM, and all they lose is the 5 Shadow Demon.
All right.
They have the Agnum Scepter now online for the Clockwork. Kasani's going to get initiated on the AA Blast is coming. He Spirit Vessel as well. He does get off the roar. Looks like he's going to find enough distance to get away for now. Hook shot again.
That's a good Hawk.
Destroy that Hawk. Destroy him now. Delicious meat for everyone. And looks like Gunner's on a really far away from the rest of his team. Trying to get on Kasani, but he just dies.
He died to...
Might have to wait a bit as Nouns resetting now. They forgot how to actually fight. Nice stun onto Mr. Earth Spirit, the Primal Roar to follow. A Blast is coming, doing a nice amount of damage with the trample, but he's going to get graved. And Gunner still being surrounded by Brown. Not sure if he can actually get away from this. As Tomato pops the ult, dealing so much damage to K1. Still doesn't have a kill or an assist, and now he has to run away in shame. Invisible right now. Nice hook shot with 2 in the cogs from Lelis. Beautifully done as the cheeses pop. Bryle is very healthy. We'll take a disarm there from that halberd. That's going to be 3 deaths for Nouns. They kill off everyone other than K1, and somehow the ancient is under attack.
Creative ones.
But very good. Bryle's going to be found out. We'll onslaught to the other side. We're going to have a fight here. Whitemon's going to get some action with Gunner as he puts himself in a very precarious spot. And Tomato's going to pop his ult and trying to delete Gunner, but the grave comes out just at the last moment. See if another grave will come from Moo, if he even needs it on Gunner, but they're going to lose the Shadow Demon from the TSM side first.
K1 got an assist!
K1, great job for K1 as Bryle trying to get away with that BKB. The pipe is still activated, so mitigating a lot of damage. Going to pop the cheese as well, so we'll live through the day. The first egg comes through, healing up Tomato. Kasane gets off the roar onto the newly minted 1 assist on the Phantom. Okay, Mr. Phantom Lancer, K1, trying to poke K1 from afar. See the rocket players from the south as Gunner is going to sheath mid-rolling boulder. Very weird fight, very segregated overall as K1 now focusing his efforts onto Ari. Looks like that's going to be the kill as Gunner now continuing the pressure as Kasane gets to the high ground. He's going to have a buyback here potentially coming out as a big AA Blast comes in. Will hit Kasane, and somehow Nouns kill 4 heroes.
Confidence here to push in through bottom.
Oh, we're going to have a fight up top. Pulverize is there. AA Blast coming in. It's not really going to connect because Gunner is already dead.
No grave for him there. Dazzle is...
He's going to get some Axis action with those Drums of Slom going to work as well as Bryle. Nice onslaught. Can they find the correct Phantom Lancer? There's the Sheep to try to keep him at bay. Another Doppelganger onto the high ground. But no, K1's actually stuck on the low ground. He gets unlucky, but you can see the Primal Beast actually going for the wrong target. And now, finally, the Primal Roar.
They found him.
Sunray is there. K1, he is dead. No buyback. Fall back to if they choose to go down that road. But like you said, 5v4, whether they know it or not. Kasane, Tomato actually goes to the high ground trying to take out the Dazzle, but he's able to find enough distance to get away. But the Primal Roar onto Gunner. There's the grave from afar. Nicely done from Moo. A Blast is coming in. Tomato stuck inside the cogs, but I think it's Lelis that's actually stuck inside there instead as he is completely surrounded. Will likely be the first casualty, but the grave comes in at the last moment again from Moo. No one is dying from Nouns because of this freaking Dazzle. And just like that, TSM have to pull away. The Muerta comes to fruition, and look at the damage. They're going to get some vision thanks to the rockets, but Roche has died, and TSM will claim the rewards that come with it. Gunner and company, do they actually want to continue to fight this? They have all the vision in the world as Bryle's going to onslaught to the other side, pops the uproar as well.
No ulti on
Tomato.
Huerta is a big deal here.
That's
You
true.
gotta be careful if you're TSM. You committed that to get that Roche kill. So now it's time to kite.
Continually being harassed by these illusions that seemingly never end. The roll in onto Ari. Can they take out the Phoenix before an egg can be consumed? But no, the disruption comes out. A-Blast is coming. An early grave on the Gunner just to make sure that he's okay. As Tomato doing a lot of damage from the high ground. But it looks like Gunner's going to die inside the pit. The AA dies as well. And Nouns will likely have to try to fall back. Only having 3 members available. 2 buybacks are there, though. Tier 3 towers dead. Sunray expended from TSM side.
This is
These illusions
so
never
obnoxious.
end.
I really feel for TSM here with pushing.
Oh, big Pulverize coming in with a nice clockwork.
Oh, they got Kasane with it.
Kasane's deep inside the base, and he's dead. No Beastmaster. Could buy back as well. I'm sure most of the buybacks in this game are intact overall. Now, absolutely no mana whatsoever on Bryle, and he gets destroyed. So powerful on that hero. Bryle was poking bottom racks.
Is this going to be the time that TSM get a barracks?
I don't know. Hook shot in from Lel.
Oh,
There's the buyback onto K1. They have the grave right now on the clockwork, but remember, he does have that Aegis intact. He's going to use the refresher for himself. Going to go for a second roar as Tomato's going to have a refresher for himself as well. As they're being pursued onto the high ground, into the enemy triangle. There's the first egg, I do believe, as Tomato trying to save Kasane, but just dies to the illusions. Tomato now trying to sustain his ground. Has to be really careful. This is the Divine Rapier we're talking about. The disruption to keep him alive a little longer, but beautiful Kong. Tomato's dead. Divine Rapier on the deck. Who will pick it up? Whitemon gonna survive a little bit longer as Ari finally passes with pressure. There's the second egg, now being completely destroyed, and he is donezo. No buyback available. Divine Rapier now on the side.
To find out, because they're running straight down mid to try to force these buybacks. No buyback on Huerta, none on Phoenix.
Yeah, there's the first buyback. This onto Bryle. There's the fortification, likely the last of the game for TSM if they can't defend this. Still 50 seconds without 4, maybe even 5 heroes here. That is NA math at its best. K1. Continuing with the illusion, there's already 1 tier 4 tower down. I don't think there's going to be anything to stop him as Bryle trying to make one last defense, because if they lose here, they're out of TI. There's a Lotus Order applied to him. His Gunner's going to jump in with the BKB. Lella's getting a beautiful cogs onto Kasane. Cannot get off a roar as the Ancient is fully exposed. K1 looking to finish the job. He started farming the whole game, Cinderin, but now he finishes it in style.